Listen, I've been nice to you up until now. But frankly, I'm a little tired of this. We have waited and we have waited and we have waited for better delivery. Well, I want you to know and I want you to expect that I hate this plan. And I'm going to do everything I can to kill it. I mean, I'm just telling you that in my state, they're very frustrated. If I have to go down with the ship, I'll go down with the ship, but I'm going to do everything I can to kill it. And listen, I think I understand you. You're trying to cut costs. I'm just telling you.
And thank you for deferring to some of our colleagues here. That was very kind.
Yes, thank you. Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Dejoy, good to see you. Let me ask you about the regional transportation optimization plan. A couple of my colleagues had questions about this. Now, and maybe you can clear up some things for me. My understanding is that this plan will eliminate end-of-day collection at post offices that are located more than 50 miles from a hub. Is that basically correct? Eliminate end-of-day collection from post offices that are located more than 50 miles from a hub. Is that basically right?
Most likely. In most places.
Okay. Could you speak into your microphone, Mr. Dejoy, a little bit there? That way we can hear each other better. Great. So, okay. It's going to eliminate end-of-day collection at most post offices located more than 50 miles from one of the hubs. Now, in Missouri, we got 926 post offices. 754 of them are more than 50 miles from a hub. And that accounts for 50% of my state's population. And I understand that under your own agency's projections, 68% of rural single-piece first-class mail will get downgraded under this plan. That's going to be half my state. Can you walk me through that?
Yeah. So I would have to look at what we're saying in terms of local cancellation, because I think in Missouri we decided to keep another local cancellation plan, but it'll be one or two plans. So to some certain extent, you're right that there's a bunch of offices that are outside the, that would get the, what we say is the plus 1 day, where we would send a truck out when we deliver mail and take it back, which is an obvious cure for an inefficient process. We will then accelerate within the reach of the plant that it goes to. We will accelerate through the system, so we'll pick up time there, and across the country we'll pick up time because we will deploy operating practices that get us on the road about 4 hours earlier, right? So that's going to get us further. With regard to the impact, the 68%, it's not that much. It's single-piece mail outbound only. So all mail, with 88% of mail originates from within a 50-mile radius, and all that delivery will be picked up by that 4-hour process moving through the system. So all delivery into all your constituents everywhere will be better in terms of the delivery side. It's only the outbound collections that come and go through this, that get the extra day, that within the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 day span that we have right now, okay, a 2 day may go to 3 day, a 3 day may go to 4 day, a 4 day may go to 5 day, but nothing's going beyond 5 days. And that's going to save, we have tens of thousands of trucks running around with nothing in them. Right, and that is a big reason, to make the change. So I think, within, on a single piece mail, and I'm not diminishing its importance, but somebody mailing a letter to, a card or something like that may get a day later within the 5 day constraint.
Yeah, my concern is, thank you for confirming that. My concern is that that's going to affect half of my state, 754 of my state's post offices. This is on top of downgrades that happened in late 2021. I mean, this is, as you can understand, I'm sure, this is why the Missouri Farm Bureau has written to you opposing this. All of my rural electric cooperatives are opposed to this. Mm-hmm. This is disproportionate impact on rural folks. I understand that some urban areas will also experience downgrades, but to them, your own estimates say it'll be a third of their volume. It's 2/3, more than 2/3 of the rural volume. I mean, why the disproportionate impact on rural folks?
It actually has more of an impact on urban areas. The impact is like 60% urban, 40% rural. Urban areas have sprouted up. Postal system was built, 30s and 40s, and we have different, the geography has greatly changed. So there are urban areas. I need to get cost out. And this is extremely, I don't believe that this is a punitive way. We focus on delivery. We're delivering to 167 million delivery points every day. We set the constraints around the 5-day service. It only affects single piece, so all their deliveries, everything that's going to them is going to be timely. The local cancellation reach, I can get back to you as to what that reach is going to be from the 1 or 2 plants. So that'll take that out of the delivery, out of the impact zone. But at the end of the day, this is a change we need to make to get the cost out. We're chasing $3.7 billion. And this is all about rural America, Senator. If we,
Well, you're reducing the deliveries you're reducing the volume to rural America. I mean, you're slowing it down. They're getting the downgrade. 68% of their mail is going to get downgraded.
Significantly more volume gets delivered to people in rural America, in every place, than they actually mail out. Significant. So it's disproportional inbound than outbound.
But you don't dispute the fact that 68% of their single-piece first-class mail is going to get downgraded. You just told me that it would. It get downgraded. And listen, I think I understand you. You're trying to cut costs. I'm just telling you. I understand your position, Mr. Dejoy, but I need you to understand mine. I represent a state that's majority rural. 754 of my 950 and my 926 post offices are going to experience additional delays. This is on top of the fact that in the Kansas-Missouri district, you're hitting a 72% on-time delivery standard that's well beneath your own target. I mean, I'm just telling you that in my state, they're very frustrated. And when you have, the Farm Bureau represents 157,000 Missouri farm families, and they look at your plan and they say, what in the world? We're going to get the shaft here, just to be honest with you. I'm just telling you the facts. This is how, in my state, this is how it seems.
So I think the alternatives are that we get some significant government funding, because we were going to run out of cash when I got here. We're going to run out of cash. I think we've worked very, very hard to find a way. You see, I try and do one single move in efficiency, and there is no enjoyable answer for anybody here. We think this is a way that continues to get good, reliable. So it is a change. It is a change that should have been made 20 years ago, right? So there's a big, heavy lift here because nothing's been done for 20 years. And, the impacts are not unfelt. I understand that. It's scary to many people. I understand that too. But I think, we have made a determination that which is what our role is, to try and define and evolve as to what the service is. And we are looking at improving inbound service significantly, keeping cost affordable, keeping the Postal Service alive. Yes, there will be an impact on some collection, single-piece mail.
You've asked the Postal Regulatory Commission, I think, for an advisory opinion on this. If they issue a negative opinion, will you stop moving forward with the implementation of this plan?
So we will evaluate their everything that they say and take it, seriously and make adjustments. They had their testimony yesterday. We had our testimony yesterday. They started with negative connotations on the plan, which makes me question their understanding of what the condition that we're in and the things we need to do. But we will take, like every input that we get, we take it, we will take it seriously and make adjustments. But I think there's an overwhelming propensity for us to move forward, and we should expect that.
Well, I want you to know, and I want you to expect that I hate this plan, and I'm going to do everything I can to kill it. I'm going to try to protect every delivery to the state of Missouri, to my rural areas. And I just want you to know, so that we're on the same page, I want you to know I'm going to go to the mat on this, and I'm going to work with everybody I can across this dais to protect delivery to rural America. And if I have to go down with the ship, I'll go down with the ship, but I'm going to do everything I can to kill it.
Yeah, you won't go down with the ship. If you're successful, the Postal Service will go down.
No, if I'm successful, rural America will get its mail delivered on time, which it's currently not, and urban areas will get their mail delivered on time, which is currently not. And we just, who's paying for it? The taxpayers who've been paying for it all along. We just in 2021 gave you a bill that you wanted, Mr. Dejoy, that reduced your liabilities by tens of billions of dollars. And listen, I've been nice to you up until now. But frankly, I'm a little tired of this. We have waited and we have waited and we have waited for better delivery. I have written you letters like I can't count, talking about the delivery in the Kansas City area, which is appalling, talking about the delivery to rural area. We've got the Bering Post Office, which has been completely decimated for 2 solid years, that has now been rebuilt by a private party, that your agency still has not cleared and opened. And yeah, I'm not happy about it. And I've been nice to you today and up until now, but you've exhausted my patience on this. And I just want you to know it, because I represent a state whose patience is exhausted. So there, I've leveled with you now. I think we understand each other. But I want to see service to my state and the rural areas of my state preserved. And in the urban areas, I want to see it get better and meet the standard. And I want the Bering Post Office rebuilt and opened like you promised me it would be when we were here in April, and it still isn't as we sit here in December. So that's my piece. That's where we are, just so we understand each other. And I look forward to working with you going forward.
Yeah, I understand you. I don't think you understand me.
Senator Marshall? Senator Marshall, you're recognized for your questions.
Thank you, Chair.